Hi, hi everyone. This is
Hope everyone is doing great. My name is Dr. Priyanka Chandani from Noida Institute of Noida program, NB accredited, NAC A grade, NIRF ranked in the band 200 to 250. So dear all, you all are a part of webinar series titled Career Series 2020 happening at NIT during this month. Our aim is to facilitate the students to plan their career aspirations and goal in the light of current happenings in IT world. Now, before I introduce our distinguished speakers, I would like to go over for a few items for all of you to know. Everybody's on mute, and if you have any questions, please feel free to write in the chat box, and we'll be addressing them towards the end of the session. We can also take them in between the session, and we'll follow up afterwards if we don't get a chance to answer your question in today's webinar. So I must tell you that session is being live streamed on YouTube and Facebook, and we have large number of audience with us on social. I welcome you all on behalf of NIT. I would suggest everyone to kindly subscribe and follow NIT on social for getting updates on upcoming events. Now, I am pleased to introduce our today's speaker, Mr. Ashwani Muraal, Academic Program Manager, India and SRIM, PTC, and Ms. Priyanka Goswami, Technical Associate, Global Academic Program, PTC. Before I introduce them, I'm pleased to tell you that we have on board Mr. Kamal Batra, who is Senior Director, India and APAC for PTC University and Academics. He brings a lot of good industry experience of around 25 years. He ensures widespread adoption of PTC products and works with corporate, government, and academia to ensure the same. He has developed learning solutions for development agencies of United States, renowned management schools like Harvard University, global banking and telecom organizations, academia, and high-tech firms. He can add few points during the session or during Q&A session if needed be, and which can surely add a lot of value to the session. Thank you for joining, Mr. Batra. Now, our next speaker, is Mr. Ashwani, who's with PTC from last 10 years. He handles academic business development for India, South Rim, and Middle East. His other roles involved establishing transformation centers, skill development for students, latest technology adoption in academics to create future-ready engineers. He's worked with a lot of other reputed organizations for Autodesk, MathWorks, Eclair products. He is a BTech in mechanical engineering from NIT Kurukshetra. Our another speaker, Ms. Priyanka, she is a technical associate in Global Academic Program. She has deep technical knowledge on Euphoria Studio, Industrial IoT, and Onshape. She has also knowledge of smart factory concept and training segment. She's also a mechanical engineer. So thank you for joining us today. Internet of Things, as we all know, it's transforming our everyday physical objects that surround us into the ecosystem of information that is enriching our lives. So from refrigerators to parking spaces to houses, IoT is bringing more and more things into digital fold every day. And we haven't really spoken specifically about IoT in our past webinars. So today's speakers are going to enlighten us on our new smart connected world. So, and I'm sure the participants are excited to hear our speakers. So we can start with the session without any further delay. Over to you, Mr. Ashwani.
Thank you, Priyanka ma'am, for inviting us to deliver the presentation on Smart Connected World. It's a pleasure for us to interact with the students. Though we passed out from the college long back, and I would say 16 years now, but I never felt that, okay, I'm disconnected from the academic world, because all the time I'm working with the academic institutes, universities. I interact with more and more number of students. I love to hear their ideas. Like whenever it is a new technology, students take that technologies and think in a very different way. They utilized it in a very different way. They have lots and lots of ideas. So I always love interacting with the students. That's how they are using the technologies. If they have done any industrial projects, what was their concept or thought process, how they implemented this idea. So a lot of interactions goes through it, because we also interact with students who participate in some competitions. Like I welcome all the students on this call, and tomorrow when you will join the college, you will participate in some competition. We have national, international competitions. So PTC also collaborate with such competitions. We handhold students, and with the help of faculty members from universities. So they build some projects and go out for the competition. So it's always a wonderful journey to interact with students. And I'm highly delighted to be here to present the presentation on Smart Connected World. With that, I will, yeah,
Sorry
please.
to interrupt you, Mr. Ashwani. Actually, we can't see you. So I hope everything is good with your camera.
Yeah, just for the better connectivity, it was off. Let me just switch on. Am I visible now?
Yes, thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. So with that, let me take you with the today's agenda. So though IoT is a big world to talk about, but I will just speak about market trends, what is Internet of Things, industry adoptions, opportunities for students, and then I'll be happy to address the questions and answers. So before we start, I would like to show you one video so that you are aware of uh, what IoT is, how industries are adopting it. So you'll have a fair idea and then you can start connecting the dots, connecting the technologies, connecting the industries, how they're using it. So just a quick video on IoT.
The Internet of Things. Billions and billions of manufactured products, from simple appliances to the most complex industrial machines, are now running software and communicating with the people and businesses that build and use them. These products are smart, connected, and multiplying in number and variety at almost inconceivable speed. Since the dawn of modern industry, no phenomenon has defined as broad and rich an array of value opportunities for manufacturers as the Internet of Things. But whether your business is smart thermostats, energy and power products, medical instruments, or missile defense systems, you face tough challenges in realizing the value this growing constellation of smart, connected products is creating. Value that McKinsey & Company has estimated at up to 3.6 trillion American dollars. But the only way for businesses to systematically capture value from smart, connected products is through applications. Today, a new genre of apps, purpose-built for the Internet of Things, is enabling the visibility, remote control, and automation required to transform the way products are created, operated, and serviced. The result? Bigger returns on investment, faster times to value, and streamlined innovation. PTC's vision for manufacturing is focused on delivering competitive advantage to manufacturers of smart, connected products. To help our customers realize that vision, PTC acquired ThingWorx, a pioneer in rapid application development for the Internet of Things. Together, the powerful technology alliance of PTC and ThingWorx delivers you the means to tap into and profit from this powerful trend. In 1/10 of the time it takes you now, you'll develop role-specific applications that establish secure, reliable connections to your products, help monitor, maintain, and operate them, and ultimately help you uncover new ways to create value. PTC's ThingWorx technology platform is available now for businesses across the entire manufacturing spectrum. Learn more about how you can help lead your company toward competitive advantage in the Internet of Things era at ptc.com.
So let me talk about the market trends. Now you have a fair idea that industries, whether it is a aircraft, aerospace and defense, whether it is a manufacturing industries, whether it is a I would say electronics and gadgets. So all industries are using IoT solutions to make their products smart connected products. So if I talk about the market trends, there is a lot of worker shortage. When I say worker shortage or a manpower shortage, we have millions of students who are passing out every year from India. And the industries who are using or investing in IoT solutions, they are looking forward for these graduates. But most of the time we found that the students who are passing out from the engineering colleges, they have a degree, but about the solutions which industries are using, they don't have that knowledge which they can match, because the college, they are providing the solutions which are being used in industries, but industries somehow they are using the solution in a different way. So students, they need to work on the technology. They need to spend some more time, understand the technologies, do some industry projects and see how industries are using the particular solutions. Let me give you one example here. We have a company called Tata Motors. You all must be aware of. So the John Deere, Tata Motors, they used to have 18 months of training. So any students who is going out from the engineering college, they are joining an industry, they have to go through 18 months of training. So they learn the processes, they learn the products, what are the key challenges, what are the precautions they need to take. So when the students, they are already learning these technologies in the college premises, the duration of being a GET is reduced. Now, many organizations, they used to provide 18 months of GET training. Now they have reduced it to 6 months, because the students who is coming out from the engineering colleges, he already know that the industry, how it is working. So they work on some completed projects. They start doing the experiments on the different parts and products. They learn real time problems in the competition. So this is how the students, they can make them industry ready during the colleges. Industry also have a lot of cost pressure, because there are many competitors in the world. So industries, their product has to reach in the market at a right time. If it is delayed, so they'll probably miss the business opportunity. So industry expectation from engineer is that yes, he can work. His engineer should work on multiple platforms. He should have a multiple knowledge on the different, I would say, software, different technologies. When I say digital disruption, in the departments, there are a lot of people who are getting retired, so they are on the verge of retirement. And this technology improvement is, I would say, in last 8 years, it has increased so much that a lot of transformation have gone through. And the people who are about to, I would say, retire, so they were more familiar, more comfortable with the documentation work. So at the retirement age, if you'll ask them that, okay, you need to learn this new technology as well. So people are not that comfortable. So the knowledge which they are, I would say, carrying 30 years, 40 years of heritage with them, they need to transfer this knowledge to the young generations like you. You will come to college, you'll learn the technology, you'll go out in the market, you will have the experiences from these experienced people. This is how you will learn the things much faster. So these are the marketing trends. So let me take you to the next level. So PTC, we are a CAD company, started in 1985, and we acquired multiple companies over last 35 years. We acquired a company called ThingWorks in 2013, and with Professor Michael Porter from Harvard Business School, and with the vision of our CEO Jim Happelman. So they actually made the product in a very different way. Like they did a lot of enhancement in ThingWorks product, and so that the adoption in the industry would be much easier. If you know Michael Porter, right, like most, he influenced, I would say, more CEOs and more industries than any other academicians. He is the author of 19 books. He wrote 130 plus articles, and a well-known face in the industry. So he is the man behind the technical side of ThingWorks and how industries will take it. Let me start from stretch, I would say. Uh, During our time, so we used to work on P3 computers, and we have, I still remember that during our time in 2000, 2001, we used to carry that floppy, and the space is hardly 1 Mbps, so that 1 MB of floppy, we can just carry our project data file, Word file, uh, take that in floppy and go out for the printing work. Whereas now we are talking about TBs, we are talking about in TBs, we are talking about when we talk about RAMs is 32 GB RAM, 42 GB, 64 GB RAMs. So this is how the world is changing. When it comes to internet, I would say that we used to stand in queue, like we all remember, we used to stand in queue at the railway station for the ticket bookings. But in last 10 years, we are just booking the tickets on the internet. Everything now, you are sitting at your place in your college, your home. You can Google anything, any product you want to take knowledge, you want to see the uh, I would say the technical specification about people feedback. You can everything you can watch on internet. Then comes mobile. Mobile makes your life much more easier. Earlier, with when you used to visit at a new location, we were so dependent that okay, if it is night, so there'll be nobody who can guide you if you took a wrong turn. With the help of Google Map, not even a new city, even if you'll enter in a new country, you don't need to ask anything. Even you enter in a China, there's a lot of language barrier, you don't understand them. In the Google Map, you just need to mention your destination and it will guide you through. And the last latest, I would say, transformation is IoT and AR VR, Internet of Things, augmented reality, and this is what the hype curve is for all the emerging technologies. Nowadays, you talk a lot of things about your blockchain, you talk about big data, you talk about cloud computing, digital twin, you talk about IoT platform, you talk about I would say augmented reality or virtual reality or mixed reality. This is how the world is transforming. This is how the world is moving in the next phase. So uh, we need a lot of time to talk on all these technologies, but I'll cover IoT today. So if we'll talk about the IoT, we used to have a digital world and a physical world. Both are separate. So whatever is happening in the physical world, whatever is happening in an industry, it can be, let's say, in Maruti or Hero, some part is manufactured and probably sitting in a different country in a Singapore digitally, we might not aware that okay, what are the processes or what are the quality features they are adopting. So, but with the help of IoT, both these physical world and digital worlds, they are immersed together. So the physical machines which are working, so they can transform, they can give the data on internet. Similarly, they can communicate with each other. So now all the products, they are created, manufactured or operated and serviced in a very different way with the help of IoT. New ways, new ideas, and new techniques have come up while servicing your products as well. If now, if you will go to any industries or if you go to any showroom to buy a product, you can see that okay, if it is not in stock, when you can get it, or what is the expected delivery time, or you can also see that okay, what is the stage at which this part is manufacturing in the industry. So that's how you are connected through all the processes. So when we say Internet of Things, what are the major, I would say, processes involved? So in IoT, there are three components which are very critical and which makes any product as smart connected products. So when you say things, things can be anything. It can be your laptop, it can be your machine, it can be your mobile, it can be a street light, it can be an aeroplane. So thing can be any device, and then you work on it, you put some sensors, then comes the connectivity. So connectivity means you will put some connectors on it, you will put some sensors on it, and then you will see that okay, how your device is performing at any point of time, right? So this is how the things is when we talk about connectivity. Uh, so let me tell you that okay, how it is growing. So if you'll see that okay, in 2010 we have 5 billion population with 1 billion assets or devices. These devices, we doesn't have the apps in 2010, but in 2020 the population have been grown from 5 billion to 7 billion, and the assets or the devices have been grown from 1 billion to 50 billion with 5 million apps. Now you are going to buy a smartphone, there is hell lot of applications you can install. So when I'm saying I'm using iPhone and there are 100 other people who are using iPhone, so as a product, iPhone mobile, it is same all 100 people are carrying. But when we'll say the operation wise, everybody will have different applications. Everybody will have their different interest areas. I might want to see that, okay, I want to be updated on the uh, current awareness, what is happening in this world. I can install the apps accordingly. If I might be interested in probably playing games, there are a lot of games I want to study. There are a lot of apps for that. So sorry, that's how the world is moving. And in 2035, the expectation is that the population would be 9 billion and the devices or the asset would be 1 trillion with 100 million apps. So we'll be surrounded by the assets, the machines, the I would say everything is happening that, okay, we are monitoring. Now we are monitoring the weather. Probably will go in more minor details in next uh, 15 years. So this is how the Internet of Things connectivity is growing over uh, past years, past 10 years, and what is the scope? So if tomorrow you are joining or doing your graduation engineering in IoT, so there'll be lots and lots of work to do, lots and lot of new products will come up, and this is how the industry will grow. If we'll talk about the connectivity, so we have a product, so we get the information how the product is working. So the information we can fetch out from any device. It can be through Bluetooth, it can be through Wi-Fi, it can be through LAN, and the medium can be anything. We can have some sensors, we can have some device, will fetch out the information from any product. And this data, what we'll do with it? This data is growing year on year. If you'll see that, okay, in 2013, the data from these devices were 4.4 zettabytes. In 2015, it got doubled. In 2017, it again got doubled. And if you'll see in 2020, we are 10 times more data comparative to 2013. So last 7 years, the data which we are getting from the devices have 10 times now. So you can imagine the rate at which this application, this scope is growing, and it will keep on growing, and lot of new things will come up. So what we should do with this data? So we have business and computing infrastructures. We have big data analytics. We have cloud from Amazon, Microsoft, and so a lot of industries that are managing ERP, CRM on cloud. So the data we fetched out will do the analytics on that data, will change the processes. Then sitting here, let's say you are sitting at home and visualize that, okay, you know that, okay, your AC is working with 80% of efficiency. So the analytics is going on the back end. Similarly, I'm sitting here and the complete plant is working. So a manager who is sitting in his cabin, he can see that which machine is working properly, or if there is any red zone area, any risk in the process, any part which is about to fail. So that all analytics work will be happening at the computing infrastructure, will be changing the processes, will changing the process people, and that's how the product will automatically change with latest technologies. So if we'll say IoT, if I'll redefine it, so there are things involved in it. With those things, we'll get the information, we'll fetch out the efficiency, their processes, we'll send it to cloud, we'll do the analytics, and how we are doing it. This is how we are doing it with our one of our product called ThingWorks. So all the analytics will get the data. So my colleague Priyanka, she will talk a little bit more in detail about ThingWorks. Let me take you through on the basic concepts as of now. So this IoT, it impacts the manufacturing. If I'll consider in last 5 years, industries are changing at a very fast rate. 68% of the industries, they have already gone through the uh, changing their transformation or business processes. The others, they few of them, they are in deciding more that okay, what solutions they should adopt to make their product more smart product or smart connected products. So with that, I would like to show you how industry is using IoT, and it will add you more information how the technologies is working, how industries are working. So just have a look at it.
We're all looking for ways to spark innovation. We want to advance designs, improve manufacturing and operating processes, deliver exceptional service experiences, or disrupt entire industries. That's the kind of impact you can make right now. And it's all happening at the convergence of the physical and digital worlds. You can turn digital models into physical products with a push of a button. Embed those products and assets with sensors and software and connect them through the Internet of Things. These connected things enable new capabilities and generate an incredible array of new data. You can use that data to develop new solutions that automate systems or predict future repairs. You can use it to design and manufacture better products or create entirely new businesses. You can even superimpose that digital information back onto the physical world through augmented reality. In short, these points of convergence between the physical and digital worlds create new business opportunities. And only PTC has the technology you need to unlock that value. In 1986, we revolutionized 3D computer-aided design. And in 1998, we're first to market with internet-based product lifecycle management. Today, we deliver the market's leading industrial IoT platform, extending our heritage of innovation. With PTC technology, you can drive innovation throughout your own company today. This is the moment. Physical-digital convergence is transforming the world, and it has the power to transform your business. Let PTC show you how.
So that's how the things are changing. Let me take you one more example here. So let me connect you with one of the live examples. Every one of us have seen tractors. If I'll take an examples earlier in, I would say 16 and 60s and 70s, it used to be just a physical product, a physical component with some electrical wiring. That's all. That's how a tractor used to be. Then we made it as a smart product. We had some dashboard to it. We'll have fuel indicator, we'll have speed that, okay, we know when our fuel is about to finish. Then we'll make it as a smart connected products. So now we have sensors in the tractor itself. So if some part is about to fail, the tractor itself will sense it that some problem is there in the suspension system. It will fetch out the information, show it on the dashboard, and you can also connect it with the mobile. Many times it happens that the equipment is or the tractors is being used by the farmers or by some other people. So the owner, he came to know that, okay, there is some problem in the suspension systems. So he'll send the tractor to your service station. Before you go to service station, tractor itself will send the information to service station that this is what the problem is. This is where my suspension system is about to fail, or there is some problem in the fan belt. So it saves a lot of time. So by the time tractor will go to a service station, they already know what the problem is. It will save time in rectifying the problem. When I say product systems, so the tractor will speak to the other equipments, other vehicles which we used in the agriculture land. So it will speak to planters, it will speak to combine harvesters, that okay, what is the time to harvest the seeds, or like this much time it will take more in cultivating the land. Similar way, when we say system of systems, so the tractor will not only speak to the other equipments or other machine, it will also speak to the soil. It will say that it will send a message that your plant need watering or your sand quality is good. It will also speak to one more step. It will also speak to seed industry and say that okay, soil quality is good, but seed quality is not good. So this is how the product is same. It is same tractor, but it is giving multiple inputs. It is giving multiple information which can help us. Let me share with you one quick example here. We had a IoT hackathon in Bangalore just three years back, and around 2,000 people, employees, students participated in that event. One of the team from Punjab, they because it's a land of cultivation and a lot of people are there, they are cultivating the land, agriculture, they are doing a lot of stuff. So they made a device which can sense the heartbeat. So you can see that okay, students, how innovative they are. So they made a device which can sense the heartbeat. So during night, any animals will come, they'll destroy the crops and everything. So if any animal comes near to your farm, so the device will sense the heartbeat and give you a pop-up on your mobile that okay, something is nearby your farmlands, so they can go and check. So the creativity is endless, like you can think of in different ways. So this is how things are changing. So one more example is like for the cars, we used to have electrical and mechanical vehicle. Then we connect some sensors, some inbuilt softwares are there in our cars. We can see in our dashboard, we can see the efficiency of our vehicle. So, and if when we say next level smart connected products, we talk about the driverless cars. Very soon in India we'll have driverless cars. So it was planned in 2021, but because of COVID it got delayed, but industries are working on it. Last year we had a competition in London where students they prepare a driverless vehicle with the help of IoT and AR and other technologies, and many colleges have participated from India as well. So the car itself uh, will speak to the road condition, weather conditions, or how much traffic is there. So it will be connected with the Google data that this road is we are having a little bit crowded or jam in the same road, but it will also suggest you that okay, if you go by this road, so you will reach your destination at a faster rate or maybe 5 minutes earlier. So this is how the products are connected. You can take example of smart parking nowadays, or you can talk about smart your air conditioner systems. So you can switch on, switch off your ACs from outside your home. So when you're entering in your home, it is no more hot. It will regularize your temperature. When you are going out in the market, we have smart refrigerators. You can see what is there in your refrigerator. So this is how the product is same. The product AC used to be 10 years back also. We used to have a system which will cool the office or a proper area. But now it is also giving you more inputs. You can operate it remotely. So that's how the products are smart products now. So that's how the industry is investing. Manufacturing has some orchestration where multiple in retail we did a lot of things. Now the way you purchased on Amazon, your clothes earlier we used to go and buy from shops or malls. So they have changed their processes, and the business have grown also with the help of augmented reality. The adoption, the students, they are learning in a much faster way. So now when you'll go out in the market, in the industry, rather than somebody, okay, they will align one person who will teach you, okay, this is how we'll do it, this is how we'll do it. So now with the help of augmented reality, they will record the session and it will teach you that, okay, after this part, you have to put this, you have to put this. So that's how the adoption rate is going much higher. And when we say smart cities or smart infrastructure, so lots, I would say it's a mother of all. All you will use all the emerging technologies in smart infrastructure. So I think it's a bad time for you guys will go out in the market to enter innovation. They are using IoT. So whether it is a infrastructure, whether it is manufacturing or oil and gas, everybody is transforming their business. So the opportunities for you would be endless. Or senior business leaders, they are saying that we are already adopting some IoT solutions or we are on the way of implementation. 75% surveyed said that a company are already actively exploring and using IoT. So this is how industries are adopting IoT technologies. When I'm saying skill gap, so the new skills have been added now. So if I'm talking about cloud architect, there is 6 out ratio 1 supply ratio. So the demand have been increased by 217%, whereas the supply is only 120%. So there is a lot of gap. Industries is asking, okay, give us the students who knows IoT, and we don't have students. Believe me, last year the number of students we have around 400 students who knows IoT and they are certified also, that they are certified IoT students. Industry adopt them like anything. So uh, I was not having even a single student who knows IoT and certified, and they are jobless. That's how the demand is raising. Cyber security, the ratio is 3:1. Demand is 95%, whereas we only have 89% supply. Or if we'll talk about network programmer, we have 161% of demand rate. So that's how the idea is, that the demand is increasing day by day. So tomorrow when you'll go out, all the industries, they know they have already installed IoT solutions. And once you know the IoT platform, the industry expectation is not that you will know 100% of the platform. But even if you know 50%, you have an edge over other students. Or smart industries in picture. So in India market have also started grown up. And in next 6 years, $15 billion market potential is lying in 6 years. But just few names I have mentioned that okay, industries have already hired students from universities. I have names from India as well, but because of COVID situation, I have not received the data from academics. So we'll update it, and the number is much more now. So with that, I'll hand over to Priyanka to speak a little bit on ThingWorks, and then we'll talk about the AR technologies. So,
Yeah. Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much, Ashwani. And I believe I have answered most of the questions in the chat box. And also you'll find more in the upcoming presentation when you'll attend the whole session. So now when you have a very basic conceptual idea of what IoT is and how are we connecting with people, products and processes, as Ashwani has mentioned in some of his examples, the basic concept, if I start with, in current scenario, the companies are opting for ThingWorks and they are using it to monitor, to control, and they are using new ways to act on data. And when I talk about the data is nothing. It is the things that you get, the information that you get from your machineries. So from that, they are they are making innovative things, and you can also create your smart connected products, your smart connected operations, even your smart connected systems. And I think that's how ThingWorks as a platform is helping you to unlock the value of physical and digital conversions. I think this is the most important point I would like to mention. Yeah. In this slide, I would like to mention that this is a very beautiful slide to understand the basic concept of how industries are making use of IoT. So in the very first row, you can see the solutions. We are here following top to down, and I'll explain you down to top again in the same slide. So as you can see in the first row, you can see solutions. Whatever engineering course you opt, when you'll join an industry, you'll find out yourself in some of these segments. As if we talk about engineering excellence, IoT is being implemented there in many of the companies for their quality standards, such as their scalability or usability. And then if you talk about the service optimization, IoT is again being implemented for, suppose, the maintenance of their machineries. And the third section here is your product and service innovation. Again, it is being used. If I talk about other things like manufacturing efficiency, IoT being implemented as they want their 100% of overall efficiency of the equipments in the industry. So you can see if you learn these kind of technologies, you'll be placed somewhere in these kind of departments and you'll be using solutions, the same solutions in different ways. Another part in the second row, you can see the applications. ThingWorks provide you with different user interface applications that help you with, again, different things. We have operator advisor, asset advisor, control advisor, where you can remotely control the things. And we have software enablement, ThingWorks software enablement. And then these applications can help you in various, in diverse segments. Suppose I give you an example of, suppose in an industry, there is a machinery that overheats during summers. So if I am not available in the industry, I can remotely sense that there would be a trigger alert would come on my mobile phone that your machinery is being overheated. Please switch off that machinery. Otherwise, it would fail or it can burn. So here from these apps, I can make different uses of it. Covering the industrial IoT platform. It consists of connect, build, analyze, manage, and experience. So when you'll cover up the connect part, it would tell you how to connect the different machineries through your data sources. Data sources is nothing but your informations, how we are connecting one machinery to another machinery, how we are connecting it through the drivers. And then when you talk about the build, it is nothing but structuring your data and in such a way that you make the right use of it. And I think in one of the answers I mentioned about the digital twin, you'll be surprised to know that we all have our digital twin at this point of time. Whatever we browse from Google, suppose I'm doing some shopping and I can see the same thing is being highlighted on the Facebook. That is digital twin of ourselves. Everything is reading us. There's machine learning going on us in the physical world, and a digital twin of ourselves is being created out there in the world. The third module talks about the analyze part. Analyze part is something where we want to have a valuable insight of your data sources. Suppose about the machineries, I can analyze that it is overheating in the afternoon time period. I can do different form of analytics on it. Descriptive, prescriptive, predictive. I can even predict that in summers at this point of time, my machinery overheats, so coolant should start automatically. So here I'm doing the analytics part, and I can even further give the recommendations to my industry that these machinery should be turned off for like 10 minutes and then switched on again for better efficiency. So that's how we do the analyze part. Manage module of IoT platform covers about how we manage the performances. Suppose I am making things automated. My AC in my room, suppose I want my room temperature to be 23 degrees Celsius. So I can automate the process. I can switch on my AC button and I can say that when my temperature turns to 24 degrees Celsius, switch off automatically. Through the manage module, I can cover that part and I can increase the performance of my devices. I can automate my processes. The fifth part and the last part is your experience. How do you experience? Experience is nothing but your user interface. Right now, whatever information we are seeing on the screens, it can be your desktop, computer, mobile devices. So there you can experience, you can make different dashboards, okay? And you can make better decisions through that. And now all of this platform connects with the cloud. Here we have Azure Cloud where we transmit the data, and the existing landscape means whatever information you have in the shop floor, suppose like you have different IT system, operational technology systems, you have your external data feeds. What if like there is some information that is already available in the cloud? So we actually connect the existing landscape through cloud, and then cloud transmits the data to our industrial IoT platform. Later, we can see them through apps. We can remotely control them. We can detect the anomaly detection, and then we can implement them with different solutions and with different needs of the industry. And I think that is the basic overview of how IoT works with industries. Yeah. Next slide, please, Ashwini. Okay, so I think it's coming. Yeah. So this is one of the pictures from World Skill Competition, as you can see, there is a national flag, Indian national flag, in the middle picture. India has also participated in this competition. This was a skill competition held in 2019 in Russia, in Kazan. So in which various technologies were being used, and IoT was one of them. And I'm glad to announce that India held 13th position all over the globe, in which like 63 countries participated. And PTC is always proud and happy to support these kind of teams to grow more and innovate more. I think that's all about the World Skill competitions, and there are even more competitions like that. So you'll come to know when you'll visit the website, you'll get to know that there are many other competitions that PTC is already supporting. Yeah, I think that's all from my side. Ashwini, please take us through some of more content regarding AR and other technologies. Yeah, thank you.
Ashwani, the audio is not there.
Ashwini, I think the audio is not available here. If you can switch on the system audio.
Ashwani, you there? The audio is not there.
Hello, Mr. Ashwini.
Ashwini, can you hear us?
Thank you, Priyanka, for giving an insight of the product line. So I'll go little quick. So this is how the students are learning nowadays with IoT and AR. So rather than just theoretical, they are learning more on the practical side of it. So we all have seen the comic book, but I would like to show you that, okay, a new way where in multiple language you can see it with the technology. Just one more video.
Ashwani, the audio is missing. Ashwani, the audio is missing. Yeah. No audio.
If you can click once more onto it.
So don't know, some issue with
Yeah,
this.
can you stop sharing and again share?
Okay, I'll do that. Some issue with the button, I don't know.
I think we can explain them the concept of
Okay.
like if it is the different languages magazine,
Okay.
how AR is making it easy for us. Yeah.
So this is how, like, we used to have a comic book and the written content, but now we can visualize it in a 3D way. So we'll just open the app and we'll scan the book, and you can see that, okay, the models, how they are moving, how it will go from one place to another. It will give you the repair instructions on the booklet itself. So how the factory is working, you can see it in action, that okay, this is how the parts are moving, this is how the different product line, what at any point of time what they're doing. Some issue with the audio, sorry about that. So one more thing I would like to share about the Harvard Business Review is that we used to have just 2D drawings, and how industry, let's say, is working in other part of the country, and we can see it sitting over here or at your place. So you can see we used to have 2D drawings, and with the help of Harvard Business Review, so we'll scan it and you can see that, okay, conveyor belt is moving. You can see that robots in industry, that might be in India, that might be in Singapore or any other country, that industry is continuously working, and with just a 2D file, and we can visualize that at any point of time what RPM that part is moving and the products are working. So PTC is the company who made it possible with all these technologies. So we are a 35 years old company with $1.25 billion organizations. So we are world leading in IoT and AR, and we have 28,000 plus customers. And our strength is we have 6,000 employees, and 1/3 of it is into R&D, which is 2,000 plus. So that's our key strength, and we keep our products active in the market with the latest updates. So this is more interesting to you, because tomorrow when you'll go out of the college, you will work in any one of the industries. We have many more names to talk about, but you can have a look at it. Similarly, in the academic advantage, we work with the colleges to prepare the future engineers so that they can go out in the market, and industry can get the trained students on the technologies, and they can start working in the industry from day one. So I'll be quickly run through. These are few awards of PTC in last 2 years. This is how the companies, like when we talk about Microsoft or whether it is HP or Accenture, all these companies, they have PTC products, they have ThingWorx, and then they build their product line over ThingWorx. So rather than wasting time in creating altogether a new product line, they tie up with PTC for our product line, and accordingly they build their processes and their product line. So this is how when you will join NIET, so you will see that NIET is already uh, way ahead of the market, and they have foreseen the requirement of these new emerging technologies. You will see the different labs in the campus, and you will work on the the industry projects and more hands-on knowledge on any product development. We have incubation center. So this is how it differentiates NIET from any other engineering college in the Greater Noida area. So this is the key takeaways. So we should know that, okay, what you when you are taking an admission, you should think what should you prepare for and where should you focus today, or tomorrow when you go out in the market, where you want to work in which industries tomorrow. So this is the key takeaways from our side, and that's all from me. If you have any questions, you can write a mail to me directly, and we would love to take any questions from you.
Thank you, Mr. Ashwani and Mr. Ashwani and Ms. Priyanka. This has been such an interesting talk, and I'm sure students are motivated for realization of ideas sprouting in their minds. Thank you so much. The knowledge and experiences shared today shall contribute to their growth. So we've got few questions. Without wasting more time, can I take few questions?
Yes, please.
Sure.
Okay. So one of the questions that I've got from Mr. Saman, what are the job opportunities in IoT in India, especially now during such difficult pandemic times?
So many companies, they are coming up with these ideas. So we have around like talking about the industries, altogether industries, we have last year we because the students, they should work on the technologies, we have around 1,000 jobs, and at any point of time right now also there'll be approximately, if I'm not sure about the numbers, but because they have a particular plan, we have 1.5 million jobs by 2024 or 25, because it's a process industry. They need to change their process. It takes 2 to 3 years time.
All right.
Kamal, you are on mute. Are you saying something, Kamal?
Yeah. So just to add to what Ashwani said right now, he talked about the jobs in 2024, and I keep interacting with many industries and employers, big employers like TCS, Wipro, HCL, Infosys of the world, and they are already on, they are PTC partner for ThingWorks and IoT, and they are pitching for big contracts for implementation of IoT. And given this COVID period, nothing has transformed the digital transformation like COVID itself. So no CEO, no CIO, no CFO could do it what COVID has done to the marketplace and industry. And now these organizations are getting lots and lots of queries and RFPs on digitization, IoT, AI implementation, and so on and so forth. And that is where India will continue to be I would say the biggest resource center for IoT in the world, in terms of these companies providing services to everyone around the globe from India development centers. And that will be a game changer for us in terms of, um overall supply of manpower to the world. And definitely Make in India campaign is already talking about smart connected products and smart connected pieces. If you go and check out the new RO which you can buy, or the new refrigerator which you can buy, you can connect them to your Wi-Fi and still monitor them. And all of those manufacturers are looking at enhancing their products to providing through providing the smart connected features as well. And they will also need lots of manpower to implement their projects. And if COVID has done anything, it has just pulled those projects up front and actually made sure that those projects should be implemented ASAP. So that's the impact of COVID on any digitization or digital transformation projects, which were, I would say, slagging around the world, but now they've got into a high speed domain.
All right. Thank you for your answer. This has definitely given us more clarity. So we have got some similar kind of questions from few of our students. So I can take one of that. How does a student who's interested in IoT start? I mean, what are the top things they should look at?
So what you should look at is, see, when you talk about IoT, we talk about a lot of data. We talk about processing power. We talk about data privacy. So these are few concerns that any company will always have, or an individual will always have, right? Right now, if you guys use apps every day, and if a app asks you for a permission saying, oh, they need to read all your contacts, would you be comfortable doing that? If the app is from Google or a renowned company, then definitely you will be comfortable to doing that. But if the person says, oh, you know what, I've written my own code and now I want access to all your contacts, maybe not. You will never allow that, or I will never allow that. And with the European GDPR norms around privacy, which are very restrictive, what you should look at is IoT start with an application which is secure, which can hold user data, and is easier to work with. And those are the few criterias when you choose the platform to which you should adopt IoT with. And NIET is well equipped on that front, I would say, and has been our long-standing partner for PTC. And I'm not sure if many of the students are aware, we have India's first PTC Center of Excellence with NIIT, where all the technologies are implemented as they would in an industrial environment will be. So it will be good for all of you once we are done with this Corona lockdowns and social distancing, or you can request an IIT to still offer you a visit to the campus while maintaining social distancing, and see how various projects are being done, how digital transformation is being used for the industry by NIT using the PTC Center of Excellence. So it will be great for you to see how you should do that, and then maybe talk to counselors at NIET on how to start your IoT journey. They are well equipped, I must say.
Thank you so much, Mr. Batra, for your kind words, and your advices can surely help them to take correct decisions. I'm sure this answer has answered many similar kind of questions that has arisen in the mind of our students. So thank you so much. Many of the questions have been answered by our speakers in the session itself. So I think we can conclude the session. And if you have more questions, we can follow it up afterwards. So thank you so much, Mr. Batra, Mr. Ashwani, Ms. Priyanka. We are grateful for your time to share your thoughts and experiences. In such a short duration of time, you have covered a wide range of topics, starting from what is IoT, how advancements in IoT helps in our daily lives, what are the best practices which industries are touching, and many more. So I am sure the curious questions have been answered through the sessions, and students are yearning to learn more in times to come. So thank you so much for this wonderful session.
Thank you. Thanks for inviting us and giving us time to talk about IoT, because that's the subject we are passionate about. And we definitely see there is a lot of growth for India as a whole, and lots of employment being created in this domain. And we would love more and more students to adapt and find this technology good for their career prospects in the future. Thank you.
Thank you so much. So dear all participants, I hope you have enjoyed the session. We'll be sending you the relevant links, including the link to webinar recording along with the feedback forms. You shall be receiving a certificate of participation within a week. I would also like to update you that we'll have our next very interesting webinar of Career Series 2020 on 7th of August on the topic Trust, Future and Blockchain. We'll be sharing its registration details today. So stay tuned with us. Thank you for joining us today. Don't forget to subscribe to NIT on YouTube and Facebook for latest updates. Hope to see you soon again. Bye-bye. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
I'm from TCS.
I'm from Wipro.
We are from NIET.
Join number one ranked institute, NIET Greater Noida. Get future ready.